Wherever I may wander, wherever I may go, always float back down the Ohio. Wherever I may travel, wherever I may roam, Paducah calls me home. Paducah calls me home. Paducah calls me home.
According to the City of Paducah's website, the Clyde F. Bowles Greenway Trail extends more than 5 miles and is open to non-motorized traffic from dawn to dusk. The Greenway Trail plan was initiated around 2001. The trail links residential neighborhoods with historic riverfront, Schultz, Noble, and Stuart Nelson Parks, Perkins Creek Nature Preserve, and the McCracken County Trail System with distance markers, shelters, and benches located along the way. While there are numerous places to access the Greenway Trail, we will be starting at Campbell Street near North 6 and ending near Stuart Nelson Park and Perkins Creek Nature Preserve. We encourage all to practice safety while on the trail, and if you're looking for a more general information video, we encourage you to visit the City of Paducah's website. You don't have to go far to find history. In fact, here at the end of Campbell Street, Paducah's well-known river and rail industries once collided. At one time, a ferry that transported rail cars by boat from Brookport, Illinois to Paducah landed here. According to the Paducah News, its first ferry trip took place on December 3, 1888. It ran until around 1918, when a railroad bridge from Metropolis was completed just west of Paducah, near High Point and the intersections of Noble and Metropolis Lake Road. Numerous boats ran this service, including the George W. Parker, Decoven, and the W.B. Duncan. During the early 20th century, the once popular recreation area Hooks Park resided here. The park was home to a baseball field and hosted many different events, from wrestling to the 8th of August celebration. Also near here, in the Ohio River, once was the home of Sunset Beach. The island where the beach was unfortunately washed away after many changes in the river, taking its nostalgic beach along with it. To the left, you will see Paducah Water. While the utility agency originally started downtown near where the Carson Center is now, these tanks were built here in the late 20th century. Numerous businesses can be seen from here, along with some residential structures in the area of Paducah known as Rowlandtown. Rowlandtown was once a premier stop for streetcars in Paducah and is home to numerous historical buildings. This area, near US 45 and the Brookport Bridge, is one of many Greenway Trail travelers' favorite views, with the Ohio River's floodplain and bright blue bridge in the horizon. The bridge itself was originally opened as a toll bridge. Long before Interstate 24 came through the region in the 1970s, this was a main route for travelers coming from Chicago south and led directly through the heart of Paducah. Originally called the Irvin S. Cobb Bridge, it was dedicated May 9, 1929. Later, the toll was dropped, and the bridge remains open today. Leaving the US 45 area, travelers head through the edge of Rowlandtown and Maple Lawn. While Perkins Creek runs near the Greenway Trail numerous times, here it is at one of its widest viewable points. Before European settlement, the area was inhabited by numerous groups of native people. While the Kincaid Mounds can be found not far from here on the Illinois shore, we can see a small mound here on the Greenway Trail. The earthen mound most likely dates between 900 and 1500 AD during the Middle Mississippian period. Bob Noble Park is Paducah's premier park with a variety of recreational activities on its 135 acres. The park is located at 2801 Park Avenue, with entrances on Park Avenue, H.C. Mathis Drive, and here at Cairo Road. According to the City of Paducah's website, starting in 1913, the park commissioners began making payments on approximately 114 acres located at Thompson Avenue, now H.C. Mathis Drive, and Hinkleville Road, now Park Avenue. The title was acquired by the city, and the deed was filed with the McCracken County Clerk on June 13, 1921. Almost immediately that same year, the City of Paducah contracted with the American Park Builders Landscape Architects of Chicago to design Noble Park. Originally known as Forest Park, the woods made accessibility limited. Legends tell of outlaws and illegal moonshiners working in the gully behind what is now the amphitheater that you see here during the early 1920s. The park area remained unimproved for a decade until Captain Robert H. Noble donated $10,000 with matching funds from the city, at which time the park commissioners renamed the grounds Bob Noble Park. In the distance, you can see Lake Jerry B. Montgomery, named after former Paducah Mayor Jerry Montgomery. In the early 1920s, the dam was constructed at the backside of the park to create the lake from the swampland that once existed in this area. Then, in the mid-1930s, WPA workers concreted the lake. The same WPA workers helped create the first municipal swimming pool in Noble Park. While many changes have been made since, the pool has provided years of summer fun for residents. Many will remember that during the late 20th century, Noble Park Funland operated in the park for many years. With rides, games, and a carnival-like atmosphere, attendees enjoyed Funland until its closing in the late 1980s. The wooded area near Bomber Woods in Noble Park was once home to one of Paducah's first golf courses. The course inspired the local establishment the 19th hole, which some may recall setting near here in the mid-20th century. Trail users will also remember the once prominent bluegrass downs seen here in these photos. The horse park opened July 30th, 1987, and operated until its permanent closure in 2019. The area is now part of the McCracken County Park Development. Entering through the woods at Stuart Nelson Park, riders are greeted to 55 acres including softball fields, an 18-hole disc golf course, picnic shelters, playgrounds, a dog park, and more. With help from the WPA in the early 1940s, the park was Paducah's largest park specifically for black citizens during segregation and was named after Stuart Nelson during the same time period. For a number of years, it was home to the annual August 8th celebration. In 2016, community members in the Kentucky Historical Society placed a historical marker about Dr. William Stuart Nelson, from whom the park is named. The marker reads, Dr. William Stuart Nelson, 1895 through 1977. Lincoln grad, had global footprints. Dr. Nelson was born in Paris, Kentucky, and graduated from Lincoln High School in Paducah. During World War I, he served in combat as first lieutenant. Returning to his studies, he earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Howard University in 1920 and a divinity degree from Yale in 1924. A professor of religion at Howard, Nelson studied at the Sorbonne in France in 1925 and was the first black president of Dillard and Shaw Universities. Returning to Howard, he served as dean and vice president. He marched with Gandhi and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and wrote several books and papers on nonviolent resistance. The park was named for him in the 1940s. While we end our tour of the Paducah Greenway Trail here, users can continue to the McCracken County Trail Systems and hopefully in the future to the Perkins Creek Nature Preserve. Located on Coleman Road, access is available by foot through Stuart Nelson Park to the 80 acres of undeveloped natural land and the future site of extension of the Greenway Trail. While this concludes our trip, there are many more stories to be told along the path of history here in McCracken County, far beyond the Greenway Trail. The McCracken County Public Library empowers everyone to discover, grow, learn, and play through our programs, services, and resources. We enrich our community by providing innovative programs, a diverse materials collection, access to technology, and exceptional customer service. You can learn more about the library and McCracken County history by visiting us online at www.mclib.net.